Narito ang programang totoong-totoo, Tambayan sa DWIZ. Programang magliliwanag ng ilang mahahalagang mga issue. Tambayan sa DWIZ. At ngayon, narito na sila upang maghatid ng saya sa bawat Pilipino. Sa programang Tambayan sa DWIZ.
Magandang umaga, welcome to Tambayan. Padating po si Attorney Osam Ahmed Paglinawan. Ako po si Trixie Cruz Angeles. DWIZ text line 0999-376-6768. Ulitin po natin 0999-376-6768. We're also on Facebook Live and YouTube live streaming. Don't forget to like and share. This may statement po si Senator Kiko Pangilinan last December 1, 2020. Sabi niya, some humanity should prevail even in times of war. Gloating and mockery insult the memory of the dead and the pain of the grieving. Respeto para sa namatay at namatayan. I pray that Jevelin's family be accorded respect and compassion as they mourn the death of their young girl, a medic in the rebel unit. Baklasin natin ang statement na to. Some humanity should prevail even in times of war. Nasa ng giyera po, Senator Kiko. Dun sa mga statements po ni Congressman Zarate, nagkadibatihan po sila. Ni National Youth Commissioner Ronald Cardema, tinatanong siya ni Cardema, si Congressman Zarate, kinundinan niyo ba ang NPA? Hindi sumagot si Congressman Zarate. Ang sabi, mag-file kayo ng kaso. Inulit. Kinundinan nyo ba yung NPA? Mag-file kayo ng kaso. Kinundinan nyo ba ang NPA? Alam mo, may rebellion tayo. May civil war tayo. Wait, what? Okay, dalawa na sila. Senator Kiko calls it a war. Congressman Zarate calls it a war. Sino pa? Yung mga chuwariwap nila on Facebook and on Twitter, especially on Twitter. Dapat sumusunod sa rules of war ang AFP. International humanitarian law, in accordance with the rules of war. Who is at war? And what is the definition of a war? A war is two nation states against each other. We're not in a war. Are we in a civil war? No, we are not in a civil war. Maybe there is a rebellion, yes, but what we have here are acts of terrorism committed against the Republic and its people. Let's not forget that. The reason sinasabi ni na Senator Kiko at Congressman Zarate at kung sino-sinong chuwariwap dyan sa tabi-tabi, ginagamit ang term na war. Ginagamit ang term na international humanitarian law for rules of war. There is no war. Okay, there's not even anymore a rebellion. These are acts of terrorism. Okay, these people, the CPP, NPA, NDF, they burn property. They try to stop progress. They try to keep communities isolated. They ambush our soldiers. They try to stop the government from giving assistance to the poorest of the poor. They try to undermine all efforts. They try to destabilize the government. They try to create fear and uncertainty in our society. And they do this by hurting people, by destroying property, by undermining the confidence and trust we have for our government institutions. That is not a war. That's terrorism. Diba? Let's not get driven in. Let's not get caught up in the rhetoric of the opponents. War kayo dyan. International humanitarian law kayo dyan. Sige, the military is bound by that. But when did the CPP, NPA, NDF ever comply with the rules on international humanitarian law? Di ba? Sino bang nag-mutilate ng mga sundalo natin? It's not just the other terrorist group. That's precisely why the CPP, NPA is also considered a terrorist group. What do? They kill our soldiers, they mutilate them. What else? But they don't do it just to soldiers. They do it to civilians. They do it to their own people. They send our kids out to die. Now, what do they call that? That's not a war because war has rules. Even conflict has rules. But terrorism, it has no rules. Ang bala ng terorista, to whom it may concern yan. Ang bomba nila are placed in public places for maximum damage, to cause maximum fear because they want the government or the people to comply with their demands. That's not war, that's terrorism. And terrorism is an attack on all humanity. Huwag tayong magkalimutan. Kaloka tong mga to. Ano akala nila sa atin? Mamimislead nila tayo dun sa ginagamit nilang mga salita na ganyan? Civil war pinagsasabi ninyo dyan. War pinagsasabi ninyo dyan. It's a war when it's the AFP doing something wrong. Pero pag kayo yung pumapatay at nag-ambush, revolusyonaryo kayo, na you're seeking justice, galit kayo kasi napag-iwanan kayo dahil nakaranas kayo ng matinding injustice or oppression. Does that even explain that? Pero pag sundalo ang gumawa, we're at a war at kailangan mag-comply sila dun sa rules. Pero kayo hindi nagko-comply sa rules. That's why kailangan sabihin ng NTF-ELCAC na yung sumusuporta dito sa protracted struggle na tinatawag nila ay kailangan ng i-unmask. Because without them, hindi mag-prosper or tutuloy-tuloy itong CPP, NPA, NDF. Magandang tanghali, Attorney Ahmed. Tinrafi ka? Basta naman.
Well, they should be careful with saying that there is a war because during a war, the president has so many powers.
True.
And they can spend the writ of habeas corpus and all of these things because it is a state of emergency. It is a state martial law.
Diba?
Mag-ingat kayo dyan, Sarate. Mag-ingat kayo dyan, Kiko Pangilinan, because you are asking for a really, really bad place.
Sige, gusto nyo gera? Gera ba talaga?
Because if that is what you want, the president can ask Congress to declare this war.
Sino sa atin ang iiyak dyan?
Tingnan kung anong
pagka ganyan, sino sa atin iiyak dyan? At any rate, di ba, expose din. It's either you're saying this out of ignorance.
Ignorance nga.
Or you're
ignorant
saying
ito
it
sa Kiko Pangilinan at saka sa Sarate. They are ignorant people.
Ay, nako.
Naging ignorante dahil sa kanilang propaganda, dahil sa kanilang rhetoric, na panggagago na lang talaga. Tanungin mo kung sumusuporta sila sa NPA, hindi. But because it will upset Duterte's term, then they are going to go into it. Sinakyan ng COVID-19, sinakyan ng bagyo, sinakyan ng lahat. But if you ask them, gusto mo bang may COVID-19 na lang tayo lagi?
Diba?
Hindi rin naman.
Tapos,
gusto may pandemic, rason ng lahat ng bagay, pandemic.
Correct.
But, these people are just really riding on the hardships so that there is enough fuel for them to upset the stability of this government. And they are not making any success. They are not achieving any success. They just become more and more ignorant at every single turn that they take. Ngayon, ang pinaka-ignorante ito ngayon.
Sino?
Itong mga sabi nila ni Sarate, ni Kiko, war. Do you know what you're talking about?
Mas malala yung sinasabi ng favorite mo si Teddy Casino. Dapat peace talks. Ay, sorry.
Ka dyan. Sino bang kumakausap dyan kay Teddy Casino? Meron bang nag-red tag sa kanya? Wala naman
Wala, sumisingit lang.
Insert lang niya yung sarili niya
diba?
Well, hindi naman sa sekjen ng bayan, hindi sa congressman. So, you're a private person.
Diba?
Tapos kung humirit-hirit ka dyan at
So anyway, today nag-issue rin ng statement. Ngayon ko lang natanggap yung statement ng lawyers ni Reyna May Nasino. Ay, nakakaloka. Alam mo ba, nag-file sila ng kaso sa ombudsman, di ba?
Pati yung judge, kinasuhan.
Before that, last week pa, last week, kinasuhan yung, yung si judge. Grabe kinasuhan si judge for misconduct.
Yes.
For not allowing her to visit her child in the hospital. Ang tanong, does she have a right to that? Where is the right?
She does not have any right at all.
Correct.
Because she is a criminal suspect.
Yan. So, basahin ko yung statement kaya nakakainit ng ula. So, subjected to abject cruelty and callousness from jail and police personnel.
Oy, si Chel Jokno ba sumulat niyan?
Which joke na?
Si Chel.
Surrounded by their stiff and unfeeling bodies.
What?
And denied her moment of silence to grieve for her daughter, Reyna May Nasino did not utter a word of despair. Her
Allegation yan?
Yeah, this is a press statement of the lawyers.
Press statement.
Because they filed the case sa ombudsman sa military and law enforcement.
Good
Her
luck.
parting words to her baby River, lalaya ako ng mas matatag. Lalaya kami ng mas
Sa
matatag.
dami ng nahuli sa kanya. Good
Hindi
luck.
tayo nag-iisa. Panandalian yung pagdadalamhati natin pero babangon tayo. Although they were mere whispers in a cacophony of sobs, camera flashes, and radio communication, we Ina's counsels heard her words loud and clear. Malapit na akong mag-lecture on style, ha? Pero sige.
Yeah.
Sige.
It's really a matter of taste, and these people are tasteless.
Yeah. Okay. Today, the NUPL will assist Ina. I have nothing but good words for the NUPL.
I have none.
Pero,
I have none
to
for
say
the
that we have the same causes, no? Anyway, I have good words for the lawyers of the NUPL. There's a difference between the organization and the lawyers. Anyway, the NUPL daw.
I have friends in the NUPL, but they are my friends. They are not NUPL.
Ina, through her mother, Marites Asis, in filing criminal and administrative complaints before the Office of the Ombudsman against PB General Rolando Miranda, Chief of the Manila Police District. Police Brigadier General pa yun. JDIR Alan Iral, Chief of the Bureau of Jail Management and Penology. Police Lieutenant Colonel Levy Hope Basilio, Station Commander of Manila Police Station, Station 10. JINP Ignacio Monteron, Officer in Charge of the Manila City Jail Female Dormitory. Police Lieutenant Colonel Magno Gallora Jr., Station Commander of Manila Police Station 2. Jail officers, ang haba, dami pala nito. Angolunan, Brillantes Navarro, Pasiona, Manila Police District, Police Station 10 and Police Station 2 elements known only by their surnames. Pascual, Rara, Felipe Reyes, Razon, Santiago, Padilla, Villanueva, Murao, Harge, Sales, De La Cruz, Anjoco, and dozens of other unidentified police officers. At the end of the day, the buck stops with their heads and superiors who have either ordered, sanctioned, tolerated, or justified these despicable acts. Ano yung mga despicable acts na ito? Well, hindi sila very specific dito sa maraming retorika dito eh. Pero, ang nangyayari dito is, remember, nanganak siya while in jail. Pina-room in sa kanya for 3 months si Baby River. After that, pinauwi na sa lola kasi nga COVID na. After that, she asked to be able to visit her child or to be with her child. So she was asking for provisional release.
Or
Dininay,
natural.
Okay. Then, sinabi niya, may sakit yung anak niya kung pwede makita niya. Kasi masama yung kalagayan. Dininay ng judge. Makiat sila sa Supreme Court. Sabi ng Supreme Court, denied. Kasi, nga naman, di ba, discretion yun ng judge eh.
At saka, wala kang right to demand to get out of jail if you are detained.
Sabi ng Korte Suprema, remand to the court, the trial court, the RTC. Denied pa rin yung sa RTC. Namatay si Baby River. So, ngayon, ang hiningi nila, yung chance na magstay sa wake, magpunta sa wake.
Di ba pumunta naman?
Pumunta siya. Binigyan yata siya ng 2 days ni judge and so many hours for each day. Yung second day includes the burial. Okay?
Anong gusto niya?
She wanted to be at the entire wake.
Entitled masyado to criminal na to.
Ayaw siya. Actually, binigyan ng 3 days originally, pero tumutol ang police at saka ang Bureau of Jail Management and Penology kasi they cannot afford that many personnel. So, ni-reduce ng judge. Okay? So, during the week, nung nakapunta siya, sinuotan siya ng PPEs at saka naka-handcuff siya. Aba, nireklamo pati PPE. Mainit daw. Hindi, that is part of the charge. Okay? Yun yung sinasabing torture. Kasi mainit daw yung PPE at saka bakit daw siya nakaposas.
Bakit hindi? Criminal ka eh.
So we shall, as we have seen in the past months in the case of Ina, the application of these safeguards, she was talking about probable cause. We shall dig deeper trenches for our continuing struggle against bigger monsters, primary of which is the anti-terrorism law and its recently issued IRR. So ginamit ito ginamit yung kaso ni Reyna May Nasino, which has nothing to do with the anti-terrorism law. Ang charge sa kanya ay illegal possession of firearms and explosives. May dalawang granada Tapos,
ang daming baril anong gagawin niya doon sa... What was she doing when she was arrested?
Nasa office ng bayan muna sila.
Ang ganda.
So, sasabihin niyo sa atin, walang koneksyon,
Ay, nako.
May baril doon. Wala nga kayong koneksyon. Ano yan? May baril kayo?
Hindi. Kurir yan, kurir.
Ganon.
Inadala yan sa...
Dadalhin nila doon sa CPP-NPA sa front.
Yep.
Wala nga silang koneksyon, di ba?
Nobody really believes when they say that.
Ay, nako. I miss the sarcasm na yan. Boss Conrad, may sakit pa Notwithstanding its purported safeguards, the ATL, that rely on context and probable cause determinations, as we have seen in the past months in the case of Ina, which, by the way, is not a case of terrorism.
It's not.
The application of these safeguards, which are, after all, already in place in our systems of law, are left in the hands not necessarily of reasonable minds or cautious men, but people who are overly prone to the dictates of power and indifferent to the imperatives of humanity.
They are talking about the judge?
Probably, and the police.
The police has no decision on the matter. It's the judge.
Sa detention, they do. Yung detention na 2 weeks. The ATC and they determine when it is in the exigency of the situation that they detain a suspected terrorist.
But this is not terrorism.
This is not terrorism, precisely.
Her arrest and her detention and her custody is in the sole power of the judiciary, which is in the judge, the RTC.
Hindi daw reasonable yun, Judge. Ito pa yung sinasabi nila dun sa statement nila. Ang sinasabi nila is, bakit nakaposas? Bakit naka-PPE? Bakit ang daming guards? Bakit pinapaligiran siya ng guards?
Bakit hindi?
Samantalang hindi pa daw siya guilty.
Kaya
that's not yun na nga
Kasi
diba?
Kung guilty na siya, hindi yan makakalabas.
At all. Diba? So, ang inaano ko dito is that this is, the words, sige.
Rhetoric yan nga tawag dyan. Rhetoric. It's really just saying things and making them mean something when in fact the words that they say really don't describe the event that they're talking about.
Yun. So
that's rhetoric. That's making you convincing you that an orange is blue.
Diba?
That is rhetoric.
It's pinipilit nila na ipasok sa anti-terrorism.
Baka si De Leon na naman yan.
Sino De Leon?
Dino De Leon ang nag-file niyan.
Hindi. Sila na NUPL lawyers. Hindi yata kasali si Dino De Leon sa NUPL lawyers kasi kahit paano mas experienced ang bait ko. Mas experienced yung NUPL lawyers.
I don't know about that.
Well, I think they should take lessons from you in writing.
May tita ako, may ninang ako May ninang was illegally arrested by the military and detained for so long in Zamboanga, and now she just recently, hindi pala, about 6 years ago, she was finally out. Political detainee ito eh. Dahil din sa revolutionary movement.
Okay.
Walang magawa ng UPS.
Well, to be fair.
Ninang ko yun.
No,
ako may connection talaga ako sa NPA. I have a connection with the NPA.
Nung nagdi-defend ako ng military rebels, 'di ba? Hinarang yung sasakyan ko dun sa isang road while I was going to the office. Tumigil, bumaba yung ilang mama. Tapos sinabihan ako na mag-iingat daw ako sa ginagawa ko at sinasabi ko. Then on another instance, may pinadala ng mga sundalo sa opisina ko. Supposedly may pipick upin daw. Bibit-bitin na daw ako for
VP-22.
Estafa, hindi VP-22.
Estafa lang.
Ang sabi, bakit military ang mag-ano niyan? Wala namang kayong power to do that at wala akong kaso whatsoever.
Ganyan yung mga galaw ng militar noon.
So, ganyan. And so, nag-issue ng statement ang NUPL saying that they condemn these efforts to disappear me. Tapos,
that's good.
Which I found good, which is why my relationship with the NUPL is, it's still cordial up to now. But I take exception, kumbaga, as a matter of legitimate criticism, dito sa statement ng mga lawyers ni Reyna May, I really think let's look for real victims here. Si Reyna May was caught along with 2 other companions with high-powered firearms.
In fact, kung ma-convict siya dyan, she is looking at multiple life sentences. Because the crime here is malum prohibitum.
Yes.
Which is different from those crimes found in the RPC. And the penalty here, depending on the aggravating, mitigating, and all that, is a life imprisonment. Kung sobrang dami na. And many lives.
Explosives kasi.
It's not even reclusion perpetua, it's life imprisonment.
Correct.
Yan yung sabi sa batas.
Dun sa alam mo, the only other place I've seen life imprisonment is the anti-terrorism law.
At saka yung drugs, may life imprisonment din.
Recruitment and illegal and membership in a terrorist organization results in life imprisonment.
Yung mga lumang mga batas na special laws, kagaya nitong illegal possession of firearms, ay hindi yan sumusunod noon sa gradation ng revised penal code, which is just 20 to 40 years.
Okay.
Life imprisonment is not quite like that.
No.
Because it's not reclusion perpetua.
Yeah.
So, meron na rin tayo na there should be no penalty for the entirety for one crime that will take the entire period of one's life, so that everything must end after 40 years.
Yeah.
So ang life imprisonment will still be ended
at 40 years.
At 40 years. Pero kung ganyang kadami ang kanyang baril, may mga granada, ay ang dami niyang life imprisonment na yan, ang daming 40 years niyan.
It's possible for the judge but to make successive terms.
Hindi yan successive, yung simultaneous services.
Parate,
service of posible, para depende rin.
Depende kung kailan mag-uumpisa yung sentensya.
So, ang kasi sabihin na natin na NPA talaga siya dahil wala, or hindi siya NPA, whatever. Sino ang tumutulong sa kanya ngayon? Ito yung mga seems like assisting the arguments of the NPA. Kumbaga para silang nagmamalasakit sa NPA in relation to this case. Reyna, so mukhang kasama nga yata to sa revolusyon.
Okay.
Diba? Ang isipin, alam mo, Reyna, tapos na ang part mo sa revolution na to. Nakakulong ka na at malamang hindi ka nalalabas. So these people who are telling you to do all of these things, to do these crazy cases and actuations, like akala mo kung sino kang entitled na tao na nakakulong, hindi naman siya ang nagdesisyon yan eh. Itong mga taong kumukumpas sa likod niya. Give them up. Baka mabigyan ka pa ng
ng mas maganda
pag-asa.
sentensya.
Kasi alam mo kung bakit? Iniiwanan ka na niyan. When you are in jail, you are in jail. They don't care about you. And you probably be freed if you win the revolution, but you're no longer there. You're not in the revolution and you're in prison. So in a revolution, in a revolutionary war, yung prison ang binabantayan ng maigi. Kasi maaaring kumalaban sa gobyerno yon. Kaya hindi yan sila makakalabas kahit nagkakagyera na sa labas. So diyan ka pa rin sa kulungan. But, you know, the government might, because the government is not after you. You are just one person with very many guns. What the government is after is the rebellion. Itong malaking rebellion.
Okay.
If you give up the rebellion, the government will probably give you get out of jail free. Di ba? Give up these people because really they are just making your life more and more miserable, and you will be spending it in jail miserably. So hindi malabong mananalo itong revolusyon na tayo at this time in this situation. Hindi na mananalo tayo. This is a
Hirapan na nga sila mag-recruit eh.
This revolution is lost. Okay, I was in this revolution in the past. I gave up. It is lost. So hindi kayo mananalo. So wala talaga, kahit na yung sakripisyo mo dyan, papapahiro mo dyan, papakulong kang ganyan, ganito, ganyan, blah blah. And you won't win your cases against the judge, against the cops. You won't. Really. Kung sino pa nga yung maraming kaso na ganyan na sobrang seryoso, dapat siya yung tahimik lang, simple, humble lang, ganyan, di ba? Siya pa yung ang yabang dito na nang ng judge. Na-antagonize yung mga tao, di lalo kang, di ba, parang...
I think it's, they have an excuse when she's found guilty. Kasi ngayon, ang iniingay nila sa media is, tinanim lang yan. Tinanim lang yan, tanim yan.
Then prove it.
Okay, tanim yan. Sige. Pero gusto nila i-consider ng judge as though she's already innocent. Payagan siyang lumabas, payagan siyang mag-bail, payagan siyang makipaglibing,
she is not yet guilty. She's still innocent. But she is under detention. And she is under detention. She can't do anything but stay in jail.
Kaya nga.
That's it.
And yet, yung pag-angas nila,
na parang ang dami niyang rights.
nila na dapat malaya siya kasi tanim lang yan.
Ginagaya.
Yung assertion na tanim yan, kailangan pinapatunayan yan sa hukuman. Pero gusto nila, ang asta ng judge nasa labas si Reyna May. Gusto nila, dapat may bail yan dapat naka-ano yan.
Buhay niya kung nasa labas siya.
Totoo yan.
Kasi ang dami nang napipikon sa'yo, Reyna May. Kung lumabas ka, baka...
Hindi, mas malala.
Baka hindi lumayo sa pinto
baka yung mga kasamahan mo, nangangailangan ng bagong martir, maging candidate ka.
Pwede. Or,
diba?
Teka muna, kakanta yata tayo nito. Ayusin na siya.
Ayun. Mas malaki talaga yung yung dangers niya sa labas.
You are safest there. But if you really want to die, then commit suicide in jail. If that's what you want to do, you can still do that in jail. You want to die to be a hero? you can do that in jail. You don't have to go out.
So yung dito, tsaka parang nilulusot nila alam nilang walang lusot. And in fact, tinitignan ko yung statement nila, ayaw nilang banggitin kung ano yung acts. Ang sinasabi lang nila, violation ng Anti-Torture Act, violation ng rights of the detained person, violation ng Breastfeeding Act. O sige, anong ginawa nila? Ayaw nilang sabihin. Yung press statement nila, di ba yung press statement nila, masama itong ginagawa, oppressive sila, mapang-api, ipagtatanggol ka namin, Baby River, lalo-lalo na't meron ng anti-terrorism law. What? Di ba?
Yeah, that's really ridiculous.
Oo, pilit na pilit dito. Imbis na sabihin nila, ito yung ginawa ng mga jail guards, pasok ito dun sa batas. Ito mismo, this constitutes torture, violation of the rights of a detained person. Maliwanag na may dito, may kasalanan yun. Hindi. Ang sinasabi lang nila, aping-api na si Reyna May.
Talaga.
Kinawawa nila. Kulang na lang sabihin nila sila pumatay dun sa kay Baby River.
Okay, ang pinakamalapit na no, this is ironic. But I think that the proper behavior in this case, the attitude is that of the Ampatuan.
In fairness, walang salita.
Sa sobrang lala ng ginawa nila doon sa Ampatuan Massacre. Pero tingnan mo sila, tahimik. Nakakulong. Walang statement. Wala salita, wala, namatay na yung asawa. Wala.
Si Andal, namatay yung wife niya.
So, ibig sabihin, we hate. People hate the Patuans because of what happened. But look at what they're doing. Tahimik sila. Diba? They are almost acting almost contrite. Diba? And itong babaeng ito, na kung sino tong Poncio Pilata na to, na nobody, ganyan umasta. Ewan ko.
Diba?
Ewan ko lang talaga, hindi ko maintindihan. Pero baka si Andalang Patuan may pwede siyang i-advise dito sa kanyang kosa.
Malayo detention niya. Prisoner pa lang kasi si Reyna May.
Mapuntayan siya doon talaga. Mapuntayan siya doon.
Magbabalik ang tambayan, ang oras natin 12:31 ng tanghali.
Tambayan sa DWIZ. Muli nating balikan tambayan sa DWIZ.
Nagbabalik ang tambayan kasama pa rin sa impilan Attorney Awesome Ahmed Paglinawan. Ako po si Trixie Cruz Angeles. Meanwhile, it seems to be a day for ridiculous statements.
Si Lenny meron na naman?
Si Laila. Medyo late na to. Kasi this was her statement nung anniversary ni Bonifacio on the 30th of November. Gaya ni Gat Bonifacio.
Uy, Gat.
Musta Gat? At ng mga dakilang Pilipino. Lagit-laging may tindig at titindig at sorry, natawa ko. Lagit-lagi may titindig
at kikilos. Bastos talaga to si Diliman.
Hindi man
lumalabas ang pag-repress niya sa kulungan.
Sorry. Ayun nun, I was reading it earlier. Seryoso. Pero ngayon na, I have to read it out loud kasi nabasa ko na I just stuck with the ridiculousness.
Kung siya, Dr. Margarita Holmes, ano yan? Repressed, yan siya? Sexual
okay, I will try to do that over. Do over. Lagit-lagi may titindig at kikilos. Hindi mananahimik. Hindi magiging sunod-sunuran. Hindi maduduwag sa pagtatanggol sa kapwa at pagkamit ng ating kolektibong adhika para sa bansa. Sino kausap nitong babae?
Kaya nga namatay si Bonifacio dahil ayaw niyang sumunod Tonto ka pala manong kolektibang sinasabi mo dyan.
Ay, hindi. Ang nangyayari is that itong mga to, people like Sunny Trillanes and Laila De Lima, in the search for relevance, naghahanap sila ng relevant na soundbite na mabalita. Ito nangungunsinti naman ng traditional media. Hala pa na yung paskil ngayon. Ang mga statements nilang walang katuturan.
But the problem is there is always an answer from this station.
Yeah, at least from this station. Tututs yan. Ay, nako. Nakakaloka si Madam. Pero, kahit sa pag-i-issue ng mga statement na ganyan, ay hindi pa rin siya tumalino, gumanda o lumaya.
Yan. Okay. Looking at the larger picture dito sa ginagawa ng mga taong ito tungkol sa kay Reyna, tungkol dito sa war, we are at war, mga red tagging na ganito. This is a concerted effort to incite rebellion. They are showing all of these things to the masses na ganito kaabusado itong Supreme Court, itong korte na to, wala na tong malasakit sa taong bayan. Itong ating mga police at ating mga jail guards, wala na silang malasakit sa nanay na namatayan. All of these things are calculated to incite rebellion in the people who are listening to them. Okay? But it's too late in the game to do these things. Kasi noon pa dapat yan, yung Mindiola Massacre, but it didn't fly. And then after that, yung Luisita, hindi rin, it didn't fly. So, it will not fly at all. Okay? It's too stupid and too heavy, and really it has no wings. So, what you're doing is just really a laughable system of charades na you are inciting sedition, you are inciting rebellion, it won't work. And sooner or later you are really going to either die or go to jail, because your revolution is not going to win. Stop what you're doing and let's have another revolution. Ganun na lang. Gusto nyo pa rin ng komunistang revolution, gawin natin yan, pero pabayaan nyo na si Joe Masisong, walang kwenta yung sa kanya. Kung gusto nyo ng revolution, yung sa akin, subukan nyo. It has learnings from all of the communist countries that are now capitalist. It has learnings of all the mistakes of this idiot Joe Masison, who did not do anything right. And everything. The Sandinistas, lahat ng mga komunistang movements. I have all their lessons. Yun na lang gawin natin.
On the other hand, and we're actually segueing to a different topic, one statement that I don't consider stupid or anything like that, but indicative, is a statement from Senator Manny Pacquiao, who, by the way, is now one of the heads of PDP Laban.
Anong sabi niya?
He has urged all members of the ruling party to fight off all forms of corruption in the Philippines. It isn't so much what he's saying, it's the fact that he's saying it.
Yes.
Which seems to indicate his
may bago siyang powers.
He's going to run.
Yan yung project niya.
It seems that
mukhang presidente.
Acting presidential na to. Acting presidential candidate
mukhang
na siya.
El Presidente na si Pacquiao.
If you're going to ask an opinion on how I feel about it, I think Senator Manny has every right to run. I'm undecided about whether to vote for him yet. I need to see who the other candidates are. Sino yung pinagpipilian natin.
But it's going to be an interesting candidate.
It should be. He should be an interesting candidate. Also considering na bago siya pumasok sa government service, nag-aral siya.
Yep.
Diba? And now he has actually finished his degree despite yung pagmamaliit,
ni Karen Davila.
Pagmamata ni Madam Karen.
Para namang siya, ang talino niya, para ding talampakan ng utak niyan.
Bakit naman talampakan?
Sige, mukhang tsinelas ang utak niya.
So mainit na ngayon ang usapang politika tungkol kung sino talaga ang tatakbo. Ano yung mga... But in the middle of all that...
May madidisqualify na mga party list. Yun yung segue mo.
Di ba?
Yun.
Ang ano dito natin is sa dami ng ebidensya na naipresenta ng NTF-ELCAC.
At saka doon sa Senado.
Sa Senate hearing nga.
Tapos?
To the point na humihirit na yung mga kaliwa na it's a witch hunt.
You ask for it.
Diba?
Ay, nako.
Diba?
If you are a witch, don't go there.
Diba? Bakit kayo nandun? So, sabi ni Karen Marinescu, love you, walang kwenta mga soundbite ni Delimaw. Pinatulan lang ng mga biased media.
Repressed lang.
Sobrang halata na yung conspiracy.
Feeling ko, repressed lang yan si Delimaw.
Kaya naman, mahirap naman yung nakadetain.
Titindig at saka kikilos. Anong klaseng pag-iisip yung ganyan?
Malungkot.
Tatayo. At manlalaban. Ganyan.
Ay, nako. Hindi, wala sila. Mahina tila.
Titindigis? Who says that?
Retorika na nga lang. Mahina pa
Tumindig ka. Tumayo ka. O, ganon. Repress talaga siguro yan. Siguro. Tingin ko yun lang yung ano ko dyan.
Well, I don't doubt that. Pero, For me, I'm really concerned about the state of her intellect.
There is... ngayon ka lang nako-concern?
If any. If any. Yeah. Hindi, because she probably misses the press conferences very much.
Yun
Ano ba, ano yung sinabi niya? Bakit pa daw pinapakita yung mga ganyan? Bakit daw ganyan magsalita si Pangulo?
Bakit siya noon? Puta, mayat maya.
Nako, ito, si Madam.
Ay, yung mga
kayo yung
kwento?
nagtatawag ng press conference para i-witness namin lahat yung meltdown mo?
Yung iyang kwento dyan.
Araw-araw.
Ay, nako, sa DOJ, araw-araw yung kanyang, tapos nandun pa yung kanyang boylet na. Ay, nako. Ay, nako, dilema, umayos ka.
Kung umabot sa presidente yung mga chismis na umaabot sa akin.
Abot yan sa kanya.
Kaya nga, kung the president has little respect for what she says. Kasi nga, yung mga ginagawa niya noon as Secretary of Justice, and I'm not just talking about the personal, not just talking about the sexual harassment
and the drugs
she was doing. Okay? I'm not just talking about the drugs and all that, but we're also talking about the corruption na laganap sa DOJ nung panahon niya.
And finally,
at lalo sa kanya.
Ang finally, yung ano ba tawag dyan? Ayaw ko, huwag na lang. yung para pa rin si Lenny, yung alam mo yan, yung, di ba, parang, okay, whatever. Hypocrisy, or
nakakapi ko naman
dyan.
Talaga.
Parang tipong magsalita ka, parang, and you are doing all of these things. Okay, sige.
But what has not been discussed enough, and in fact, napapansin ko even sa social media, although medyo nagdidiwang ng mga DDS sa sinabi ng Pangulo, yung sinabi niya na, no, we did not red tag you, and he named names. Sabi niya, we are identifying you. Kung ako yan, okay? Political observer. This is the leader of the major political party, the leader of the country, the head of the executive branch, which enforces the laws, diba? And investigates violations of these laws, and who prosecutes them and files cases against them. This person is saying that these people are in fact possibly committing a crime. Whether yung crime na yon terorismo
or
rebellion, sangkot-sangkot po ang mga taong to. Yun ang tunay na ibig sabihin ng statement ng Pangulo.
Yan yung proper rhetoric. Yung legal.
May legal, within the bounds of the law. Anong react ng mga kaibigan ng kabilang parlor dun sa social media? Grabe yung presidente.
Grabe daw. Bakit?
Red tagging. Pero hindi na sila makahirit ng red tagging. So ngayon, ang conversation has drifted to
identification.
Yun. After yung mga positive identification sa Senado. Pero sinabi talaga rin ni Senator Lacson that red tagging daw should be considered a crime.
Well, it should be considered a crime, but nobody will be going to jail for all of these things that are happening now. So, if it is going to be a crime, then we might as well red tag everyone.
Diba?
Because this is the time when you can red tag and not go to jail for it.
Yeah. In fact, that's the reason na sa Senado itong issue na to. Nitignan kung ano ba, dapat ba natin gawing batas itong anti-red tagging katsutsuhan.
That is a ridiculous proposition. There is no legal benefit by
and
making
there is no damage.
And what is it even what is red tagging anyway? Call you a communist or what? Is that red tagging?
Uy, may good news. May oras pa.
Pagka tinuro mo yan sa tao, kasama ko sa pagnanakaw yan. Hindi yan red tagging.
Hindi, admissions against interest at saka statement of a co-accused against another.
Pero pagka ginawa yan ng mga miyembro ng revolusyonaryong movement, it is red tagging. Aha. Okay.
Ay, nako.
Sige.
And the sarcasm is strong in this one.
Sige. Plus legislation para sa mga komunista na miyembro ng support system ng CPP-NPA ay red tagging yung ganun. Oo. Pagka kinanta mo yung kasama mo, ay hindi yan effective yung pagturo mo sa kanya dahil red tagging yan. Kulong ka lalo. Di ba? Ulul.
Uy, nako.
Good luck.
Mo.
Mag-isip naman kayo ng konti. Yung mahirap naman.
Oo nga naman.
Mahirap naman.
Ay, nako. Ito, Pag-ibig Fund has decided to defer the January 2021 increase. Nagpapa-increase pala ang Pag-ibig of its members' monthly contributions. This is in consideration of the plight of both workers and business owners during the pandemic. Sabi ng mga opisyales nitong last November 27. So ulitin ko po, wala pa munang increases until January 2021. Doon pa lang kayo mag-uumpisa magbayad doon sa mga in-increase sa monthly contributions ng inyong Pag-ibig Fund. So please take note, yung mga employers at saka mga employees, hindi pa muna kakaltasin yung increase dun sa rates. Dun pa po tayo sa old rates until January.
Matanga ba ng oras na yan?
Ha?
Matanga ba tayo? 49 ka lang.
Hindi ko alam. Hindi ko alam. Siguro kasi kukunti ang mga tanong din ng ating mga viewers. Tanong naman kayo dyan, yung medyo mahirap.
Yung mahirap naman.
Di ba? Yung medyo may challenge naman puro na na-caught up na rin sa sa election fever. Oy, nabanggit lang namin dahil sa statement ni Pacquiao. Pero 2020 pa lang po, in case you haven't noticed,
ang election, ladies and gentlemen.
Diba?
Pero itong mga sinasabi-sabi ni Kiko Pangilinan that we are at war, di wala ng eleksyon.
Diba?
Because we are at war. Gusto mo ba yan?
Hindi na naman inisip yung statement.
Umayos nga kayo. Ay, hirapan mo naman, Kiko. Yung mahirap naman.
Di ba parang yung sinasabi ni Teddy Casino? Yung sabi nung in-identify siya ni Ka Eric. Kasama namin siya sa ganito.
Ako rin, identify ko rin yan.
Anong hirit ni Teddy Casino? Yung tagal na nun, Thank you for
Teddy. Comrade. Alam ko pa nga yung niyan yung code, isang code niyan dalawa pala. Dalawang codes niyan. Alam ko code name niya. But he doesn't know me. Sorry.
Ay nako, he knows me pero all he does is try to make lait. Ang problema ni Teddy Casino, he doesn't understand how this thing works. If you insult somebody in the hopes that that person will start criticizing you, it has the opposite effect. At least that's what happens when you do it to me.
No, I just really oppress really stupid people. That's all I do.
Ako hindi, I'll do it worse. I
oppress them.
I don't care. Pero I'll do it worse. Ay, ayaw mo akong nagkikriticize kay Lenny. The next day, 3 post ko kay Lenny.
I oppress. I am oppressive. I oppress idiots.
Ayaw nyo na kinikriticize kita, Teddy Casino? Tatawagin mo akong tanga? O sige, I will spend the next 30 days proving why you are exactly that.
Huwag mo na pansinin yan, Pucha. Wala na
ayoko nga, gusto ko siyang pansinin. Gusto ko siyang araw-arawin. Gusto kong pakita sa kanya that there's nothing you can do or say that will not have an answer from me.
Mag-enjoy ka, Teddy, for the attention. At least there is one person in this country that pays attention to you.
Yes.
Otherwise...
But it's not the kind of attention you're going to enjoy. So sit back, relax.
Otherwise,
and choke on your popcorn.
You are... Sige. Bahala ka dyan.
And the president is correct, That's not red tagging. That's identification.
Actually, all of these things, for example, when the military is doing it is identifying, it is investigating. This is the product of a long, drawn-out investigation and finding out and shooting on these people and getting shot at. And saying that these are the people that are shooting at us. Why is that wrong? Diba? So when it is the military who does that, it's valid. When it's the police who does that, when they are arresting these people, it's still valid. When it's the public who does that, well, even more so.
Diba?
Kasi ang publiko ang naghihirap sa katarantaduhan nitong mga to. COVID-19, pag-aambusin nila yung mga naghahatid ng mga gamot. Ay,
Diba?
naka. Yung mga red tagging na yan, really, only stupid people will keep on talking about that.
About what?
Yung red tagging.
Kaya nga, pilit nilang binabalik at binabalik yung usapan dun sa sa red tagging. Lumampas na tayo sa red tagging.
Ay, nako.
Wala na.
Tapos ngayon gusto na lang nilang war. Sige. Gusto nyo ng war, walang eleksyon. Martial law. Sige. And then, calling out, tatawagin yung mga anak ninyo to serve in the military.
Diba?
Now, suddenly, your communist little brats will be shooting at their communist comrades. Sige. Kasi kung hindi sila sumunod, it's a crime. Desertion. Di ang ganda yan. Sige, gawin nyo. Tuloy nyo yan. Pagpilitan nyo yung war na yan. Hirapan nyo naman kasi. So, pag-isipin nyo naman yung sinasabi nyo para mahihirapan naman kami.
May napansin lang ako, and this is because we're down to the last few minutes of our program. May mga nagsasabi dun sa comments na yung comment na yon is word for word something that I actually said. Tapos tatanungin ako ng my thoughts on it. So, guys naman. Guys naman.
Mabuhok ba ang buong katawan yan? May picture ba?
Hindi. Kasi yung, dun sa karambola, yesterday and today, which I reiterated, ang sinasabi ko was this, na yung mga nagwi-witness against the party list representatives and all that, ay yung mga, yung mga articulate. Kasi they're recruited precisely for that talent. Okay?
Community organizing.
Tapos, if you will, subject to linguistic forensics, yung kanilang pagsasalita, yung cadence, certain words, may style ng pagsasalita. Kuhang-kuha nga ni Boss Jonat.
Yeah.
Alam nyo na kung bakit, ha? Miyembro din yan dati.
Rhetoric nga kasi yan.
Sanay sila. And kahit saan ka nanggaling, whether na ni-recruit ka sa Bisaya, sa Mindanao, sa Cordillera, anywhere else, pare-pareho yung punto, yung cadence, yung salita, yung pagka-articulate, yung bilis ng isip.
Yung lexicon, pati yung words na keywords na ginagamit.
Yung observation na yan, dadling ko,
yan.
ako yung gumawa niyan. So, bakit niyo ko tinatanong ng ko dyan? So, in fact, this has been confirmed. Meron talagang, there's a particular training. At yung galing nila, at yung articulation nila, sila yung umupo ng mga witness against the people who recruited them, against the organizations who recruited them. Kasi, that was my thesis. So, di ba?
Dialectics kasi
yan. Do not try to regurgitate to me what I actually said.
Kasi tanongin ka, di ba? ang dapat ang inaaral din ng mga ito, yung polemics. Kasi sinabi din ni Marx at Engels yan that polemics is an integral part of being a communist. But no one of them, none of them, zero, studied it.
Okay.
Kaya ako lang ang nag-aral nun. Di walang mananalo sa akin ngayon dito.
Okay.
Ayos.
Diba? Tinatanong tayo tungkol sa, for the last question, ano yung thoughts daw natin about CJ Peralta's early retirement next year? We wish him well. Gusto ko to si CJ.
Yes.
He has been Solomonic in so many things na hindi na halos napapansin ng publiko yung pagka-handle niya with Solomonic grace certain issues. Ngayon medyo pa rin tayo. Of course, we're impatient with things like the cases that are like the Marcos versus Robredo case et al. And some of the water cases which have been pending in the Supreme Court for what? Over a decade.
Yes.
I will repeat that, over a decade. Kami pa ni na Boss Jonathan nag-file nun.
Yep.
Yung mga things like yung na-decide na yon. Yung foreign currency adjustment rates. Itong
Pending
yung mga yung mga every time yung reassessment ng capital alleged capital outlay of the of Manila Water. Yung mga yan. Kami ni na Boss Jonathan nag-file ng mga kaso na yan at hanggang ngayon hindi pa po lumalabas. So, what are our thoughts on CJ Peralta? Well, we like the guy. We have no major issues against him. And if he wants to retire early, I think that we should give it to him. Bata pa kasi si CJ
Bata pa ba siya?
Yeah, well, he's not
He
at
is
the mandatory
the
age yet eh.
uncle of Eileen's father.
Yung,
Matanda na yung tatay ni Eileen mas matanda pa yung uncle niya.
yeah, so yun. Well, we like him, he's nice, and
like
we
him.
don't have any opinion on his retirement. I think that he's entitled to have a happy retirement.
Yeah, but he will be missed.
We will miss him. We like this CJ. We like CJ Peralta. We also like the CJ before him. And the CJ before him, which was...
And the one that was impeached, no.
No.
We don't like her. Because she is not CJ at all.
no, she was. She never was. Almost, but never really was. Sabi ni Ate Odeng, pansin ko din yung linguistic cadence sa kanila, yung naging union consultant ng dati kong PPO work, wika ng mga CPP-NPA ang gamit. Pero di daw sila CPP-NPA affiliated. That's actually
I can actually talk like that.
I know.
I can talk
I know
like
you
that.
can.
And I can type and post that way.
I've heard Boss John talk like that.
Yeah.
Sino pa ba yung mga iba natin, mga former, yung mga friends na I've heard,
si
Inday, our friend.
Si
talk like
galing
that.
galing din si Cheese Escudero. Kaya niyang magsalita ng ganyan. Si Cheese.
Cheese can talk like that.
Yeah,
Yes,
si Cheese.
yes, he
Kaya
can.
niyang gawin.
But meron siyang kulang eh. Meron siyang, hindi siya exactly like that. It's not, hindi siya immersed.
Medyo konyo kids kasi siya eh.
Siguro that's it.
That's it. Pero
That's it.
Cheese gets the lexicon and he knows the cadence and the stress and all that. Alam niya yan. You listen to Cheese Escudero. I can talk like that. I can talk like that.
No, the only reason why I was saying don't regurgitate at me is because sometimes what you read, you imbibe it so well that you think that it has been your original thought. And then when you suddenly talk to the person who actually wrote that, di ba? Medyo nagkakaroon ng disconnect, and even I feel, at least man lang if you're going to quote my work at me, lagyan nyo naman ng footnote.
Teka, ha?
Oh well, maraming salamat.
Salamat
maraming salamat dun sa mga tumambay ngayon. Ang dami natin ngayon, guys, ha? Maraming salamat sa pagsubaybay ninyo sa amin. Magla-live yata ako mamaya if I have time on an issue that's kind of close to me. Dun sa YouTube later on. Don't forget to like and follow
and
Luminous by Trixie Cruz Angeles and Ahmed Paglinawan, kasi tina-throttle po kami ngayon sa Facebook and we need to recover our audience. Maraming salamat ulit. Don't forget like and share and follow. But we also please don't forget to like, share, follow and subscribe on our YouTube channel Luminous by TCA and AGP. Maraming salamat. We will see you tomorrow on Karambola. On behalf of Attorney Ahmed, ako po si Trixie Cruz Angeles. See you tomorrow.
Tambayang sa DWIZ.